Hey guys, and welcome to Boone Gaming 312. I'm Boone. I'm on the phone right now with Typicaldad03, all one word, on Twitch. How you doing, man?
Hello, how are you guys? Let's go.
All right, I'm doing good. All right, so you're the one who initiated this, so I'm going to say anything you want to talk about. Ask me anything, and I'll ask you questions back and forth. How about we do something like that?
Well, I mean, the podcast is not how it works, but we're going to wing it, as they say, and let's see how it goes.
All right, that works with me. I mean, hey, I'm still new to all this.
Yeah, we're all new to everything.
I mean, so, all right. You asked me a question in how we got here, as in video games. How we both
Video games. How I got to video games is, I mean, it's not a random question. It's a common question. It's like, how do you get video games?
Well, yeah.
Super Mario Brothers and all that kind of stuff.
I mean, well, with me, it is a random question because I'm more of an archer, as you know. I'm a hunter, and I started playing video games. Don't really.
But you have a more, I don't know.
I have a different upbringing. How about that? I had a dad who was more outdoorsy than sit on the computer at home. That makes sense?
Yeah, you could say that.
I mean, well, anyone who knows you knows that both your parents had health problems when you were younger. So, unfortunately, your parents couldn't do what my dad did. You guys couldn't go out to the forest preserves and shoot like I did. I mean, so I can understand that, and anyone who knows you can understand that what happened in your life was there. I mean, you and I met, what, in 5th grade? I think it was, or was it 4th?
5th.
5th grade, yeah, because we were both at Haskins School, right?
Yep.
And, I mean, we didn't start hanging out until, what, 7th grade? I mean,
yeah.
Robert introduced the two of us.
The Robert. That's a whole.
Yeah, well, we can stay off that topic. I mean,
we can stay off that topic, but that's another guy who, if you want to get into the drug part of our talk,
I mean,
we can get into that.
Well, in the drug part, I mean, I gotta admit, I have my own demons in my past, and
well, of course, everybody does. Everybody has demons.
I mean, and I know that you and I both don't do drugs on a regular basis. That's not something we do. I mean,
no, sir.
You can.
I mean, I'm not against what he might have done.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna lay it out here online. You probably knew more what he did than I did.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
You're right in that one. I mean, and and since we don't,
I didn't know.
And since he's not on the podcast, I mean,
and that's why he's not my friend anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
like, that's why we stopped hanging out. Like, he got too far over the line.
Yeah.
And then I reined it back.
Yep, I mean, and then we, on the other end of the spectrum, though, the funny thing is we also hung out with, I'm going to call him by his Twitter feed, or his Twitch feed.
Yes, sir.
Soren.
Soren Kizumura, one of my best friends of all time. No disrespect to you, Boone. And one of my biggest
rivals in Halo.
And rivals, yes, I will say that. One of my biggest rivals, and one of my biggest pains in the ass. And I'll let you speak on that.
Well, I think that both of us can say this, that if that man were to pick up the phone today and call either one of us.
If that man were to pick up the phone right now, I would tell him I love him, respect him, what he's doing today. But he was one of my biggest nemesis And one of my when I would pick up an Xbox controller, one of the faces I would see that I wanted to defeat on Halo or whatever game I was about to play, and Boone, you know all of this, is that I wanted to fucking destroy him, and let's go from there.
Well, yeah. Well, what I was mean by that was that
No disrespect, no disrespect.
no disrespect. That's why what I was getting
Not
to
at all.
was
Not at all. Not at all. I love you. I love you guys all equally.
well, what I was gonna say was that I know that if you were
Yes,
to
sir.
if he were to pick up the phone and say, "Hey, Mike, Boone, I need help right now," both of us would get out of our cars and go help him out.
I would be, if you would pick up the phone right now and say that, I would be kind of freaked out because I would say, "Hey, we can all have PCs and."
Well, yeah,
But,
I agree with that, but you know what I mean. You would help him at the drop of a hat,
I know
right?
what you mean. I know what you mean. I would, no doubt about it. I would go out on a limb at all times to help my friends, and
Oh yeah, I mean, and
you know, in this day and age, with everything that is, everything's online,
yes, sir, it is.
and if I could help, at any time, I would do that.
Hell, me and you communicate more online than we did in the past. I mean, years ago, online chit chat. I remember living in your house, stream video with someone for the very first time. Both of us looking at that like that was magic. All of a sudden, you know, that was back with Xbox 360 coming out. You know,
I mean, it wasn't magic, but
well, no,
we
no.
can go into that.
What I mean by that is that both of us were like shocked by it that we were able to communicate with someone across the country and see them while talking to them. It was something that we didn't.
Back in the day when Xbox Live first started, I remember my first game of Halo. It was the probably the most positive experience that I've ever had on internet gaming. They were just like, "Oh yeah, I hope you do good in this game." And like, Ivory Tower on Halo 2. It was a team deathmatch game, and this guy was like, "Oh yeah, we were shooting each other," and he's like, "Oh yeah, you did a good job in this game." It's like I've never had that experience again because after that it was all like, "You fucking noob, like you suck, you're an asshole, you're a piece of shit." Like bro, like what happened to you? And yeah,
I get what you mean. I mean, gaming.
It's terrible.
Online gaming used to be where it was help out the noob, get him up to our level so that we can all have fun. Nowadays, it's like you go into ESO, you go into Destiny, or anything where it's PvP. You know,
anything PvP was, if you didn't get to where I was, you are no good.
Yeah, and that's how it is now. I hate that because you can't really advance in the games easily. And you ask for help, even if it's PvE, you know, player versus enemy, you're still left in the dust. I mean, you don't got that unless you got a buddy like you who will drag him, who will stand there and help you out. Then you're kind of screwed.
I mean, not even like me, like just everybody else is like, if you're not attuned to what that game is, you're kind of out. Like you're on the outside looking in.
Well, I was meaning,
and that kind of sucks because if you don't know what that game is about, you can't play with the people that are playing that because you kind of feel like you're a noob, and then that makes you feel like a piece of shit.
Exactly. Like earlier, you and I were playing Borderlands together. Yes, that was your first time playing.
I mean, I will straight up say that I was new.
Yeah.
Right. So the game is fun. It looks good. It feels great on the PC.
Yeah.
But if you were just coming into it with somebody who has played 50 plus hours of it, you'd be lost.
Yeah, and if you didn't have someone, yeah, exactly. I mean, look at me. I played well over 50 plus hours of that game. I think that I played about 2,000 hours in that game. Well, in the Borderlands franchise, so we're including Borderlands 1. The controls are the same for Borderlands 2. I already knew what I was getting into. So if I were to act like most PC gamers nowadays, I've been like, what the hell, man? You're not keeping up with me. You know what? You don't get any gear. I'm taking all the gear. And that would be wrong. Instead, I was leaving you stuff there because that's what we should do online. We should be working with each other, trying to get each other.
Not every game should be like that now. And I feel like that's the problem with a lot of games these days. Is you have to have a niche. It's a niche crowd.
Well, yeah, I'll agree. I mean,
you need to get into that crowd or you're not.
I'll agree with that. I mean, it used to be, though, that you had your noob zone and the higher level guys would help out the noobs. But if that noob came into the end game zone and he wasn't prepared, you're on your own, dude. I'm sorry, but right there, you're completely cut off. You know, it's like you walking in while I'm watching a movie, coming in at the ending and going, what's going on here? Dude, I'm going to look at you and say, watch the movie. But if you come...
Let's come up to the beginning of Star Wars and go to.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Here, there you go. Let's watch.
May the Force be with you. Today, where we are recording this, is May the Force. Well, not anymore. But May the Force be with you.
Yeah, May the Force be with you was yesterday, and yeah, that's actually something I did want to talk about.
We'll get into that. Who could not get into Star Wars? Like, it's so divisive. Like,
I guaranteed.
It's the same thing with gaming. Like, if you're not in the in crowd or the group that is playing that certain game at that certain time, you're kind of out.
Yeah, I fully agree. I mean, like you've been helping me out with Destiny. If it wasn't for you, I would be left in the dust.
It's so hard. Like, those people that have not sunk hundreds of hours into that game.
Yeah.
What are the how? Okay, I bought you Destiny 2.
Yeah, you did. Yep.
Where do you go? Where do you start?
You don't
know.
I don't know anything about it.
You don't know. So where do you go? Well, you can go online. You can go to these websites. That's not how it should be. And Bungie is fixing that with the games that are saying, like, oh yeah, well, if you buy the season pass for people that are, haven't played for thousands of hours.
Well, that's one problem.
We'll get you up to speed.
You see, that's one problem that I do have with video games.
Where's my $60 going?
Exactly. That's something that I do have a problem with. Is it you buy a $60 game, and then all of a sudden you get into the game, you're like, hey, I just spent $60 on this game. And it's like, sorry, adventurer, you got to pay the extra. And it's like, what? What did I spend $60 on then? Okay, fine. I'll go.
What did you spend that money on? You don't know where the goals are. You don't know where the end game is.
Exactly.
And I'm sorry I brought you into that. That's not like throwing you under the bus.
Oh no! I mean, I'm fully gonna say I don't know much about the game. Yeah, I can look.
You know what? I will fully tell you I don't know much about Borderlands.
Exactly.
But you know what? In the 20 minutes we play, or 30 minutes, whatever we played today.
Yeah.
I felt more engaged than what I did with you on Destiny in like an hour.
Exactly, and that's because
Destiny is a great game. I'll support it till all time. Destiny is a fantastic game, but when you lose that engagement right off the bat, like click start, create a character, and then where are you going? Shoot stuff and leveling up.
Yeah, I mean,
how did you feel about? I'm gonna throw it back on you. How did you feel Destiny treated you compared to Borderlands with the the leveling system? I think, in my opinion, Destiny does a better job with the leveling. But how do you feel about all that the systems part of the game? At least the first couple of levels, like you're not deep. Nobody's deep. But with the first couple of levels, how do you feel about
that? Just starting out the game, getting stuff and building up my level, I found that pretty easy once I got the gist of what to do. But when you first start out, I'll explain my first day starting out. My first day was I did my first quest, and then all of a sudden it said go do bounties. I'm like, okay, how do I do bounties? So I started grabbing a whole bunch of bounties. I knew nothing about what it wanted me to do. It's a Caliberry auto rifle. It didn't explain anything about how to look at your auto rifle and all that, so I didn't know what I was doing. Whereas with Borderlands, the start out, it explains everything as you're going through it, exactly what page you're looking at does. Now, that being said.
Yeah, it's confusing. Like, there's multiple pages to... And unfortunately, I can't look at... you can't see with me. I'm looking at my PC monitor. The multicolored... What do you see? What... I want to know what you see.
What do I see right now, or when I first started?
No, not what you see. Well, I mean, general. Is it confusing? Is it not intuitive? Like, what?
It's very confusing to me, especially when I first start out, because it's like, where do I need to go?
I can hear that. I can hear that in your voice.
Yeah, and what it
you don't know what to do.
What it reminds me of is when you first played Morrowind, the Elder Scrolls Morrowind, that had no quest tags.
Yes.
You were lost as hell. Halo, you at least knew where you were going. There is no easy quest tags. And it's a bit confusing on what am I doing? What is this quest I'm on? Where am I going? It says, go do this.
If I could submit your live... I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
If I could submit your live voice to Bungie about what Destiny could improve, you could just keep talking.
Oh yeah, trust me. I mean, you might want to. This is probably gonna go on YouTube, and I'll try to play this.
Oh, please put it on YouTube, and if you put it on YouTube, Typicaldad03 at twitch.tv. But for real though, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
No,
your complaints are not wrong.
And that's just what I'm seeing as someone who's on the outside looking in. Now, once you get into it, it seems like it's a pretty stable game. And I'm going to base this on...
There's so much.
And
there's so much to do, but you have to be in the in-crowd.
Correct. Well, I'm going.
And that's what I am in.
I'm going to base this on another MMO because that's an MMO.
Yes,
it's just an MMO.
Yes, sir.
FPS versus RPG. I play ESO. The start out of ESO is so much harder than Destiny.
That's more. How to say it? Long.
It's an MMORPG, so it's an RPG role playing game.
Yeah.
Versus. Versus.
A looter shooter.
Correct.
Looter shooter.
Correct. And that,
like a Borderlands type of game.
Correct.
That is what Destiny is.
Yes, and I fully agree that. What I'm meaning by that is that I can base it on other MMOs. It was easier to get into because I've tried I've tried WoW, I've tried other MMOs. This Destiny so far is the easiest one to get into.
So you're saying the starting gate, like if you were at Six Flags and you're standing at the gate and you're looking to jump in, it's easier to jump into Borderlands, Elder Scrolls, ESO, or any other looter shooter.
We're sticking to looter shooter.
Any other. Like, are we saying any other, or is just Destiny just the curve is too big to jump over?
The curve that you just mentioned is way too diverse for me to make a decision. There's too many good things on different things.
Right.
That's why if we're sticking strictly to MMOs, so that would be like Final Fantasy. At the time, it was Final Fantasy 11. You got WoW, ESO, then Destiny.
But we can't go into other games like
Oh no,
we're just talking looters, shooters.
Well, the reason why I was mentioning the MMOs was because what I was going to say is when it comes to MMOs, I'm not adding on a tag to them. Destiny was the easiest MMO to get into.
Oh, it's always the easiest.
Correct. Now
all you have to do it's Halo. It's more or less Halo.
Yeah,
you shoot, you punch, you jump.
Correct.
You get loot.
Now, that being said, if I were to rank against Borderlands, which is not an MMO but is a looter shooter,
and in my 20 minutes of Borderland, what I would say against Destiny.
Go ahead.
I would almost 20 minutes. 20 minutes is 20 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, if you were to play 20 minutes worth of Destiny and 20 minutes worth of Borderlands, which one do you say you would get more done in, and which one would you
Destiny.
get? Okay, Destiny, you'd say get more done with.
Only because of the production value.
Okay.
Because it's Bungie.
Well, yeah. Okay,
right? It's Bungie, Halo. It's cinematic.
Hey, Halo has gone to 343 Industries. Come on, we can't sit there and call Halo Bungie.
Oh no, but hey, watch the cinematics. They are pretty fucking good.
Oh, they are, and that's actually something I wanted to talk about.
But the 20 minutes I did with you earlier today, for people who did not watch the stream, was fucking fun.
Yep.
I will say this word, fun.
And I still feel like an idiot because at the beginning of that stream, I had this
fun, not pressure, not damn, you suck because you don't have this weapon, or you're a fucking noob, you don't have this shit. Just shooting shit and fucking having fun with your friends is always fun.
You know what it reminds me of? What Borderlands reminds me of would be when you and I first started playing the storyline in Halo.
Yeah, when we were back in the day.
Where,
whatever street we were, I won't say it because it's cliche. Any street USA, right?
We will call it Side Street USA.
Any street USA
it's
on
right,
our game.
Hey man, the street that we were on was right down the street from Know Your Role Boulevard, and shut the hell up.
And shut the fucking mouth.
There you go.
And then we were playing games, having a good time. But you know what we didn't care about?
Life.
Who won or lost.
Now here's...
Who didn't have the best loot, but if we finished the level.
All right, listen. We got to end a debate right now on who won or lost. All right?
I won all the time. There's no debate.
Hang on. No. This is a debate.
There's no debate.
For years you have kept this quiet, and it has to be brought out into the open. There was a Rocket match. Rockets only versus you, me, and Soren.
I know the match you're talking about with Soren.
Yes, I finally beat him. Was that because your assist, or was that my skill? I know what my void is.
I remember that match. It was on Hang 'em High.
Yes, it was.
It was a very good shot. I think that your skill
was secondary.
Was first place, and his rage was second place.
Yes, it was. Now,
and his rage is still ultimate to this day, but you had this shot, you took it, and that's all we need to say about it.
That was the...
We can close the book on that.
Well, hang on. Before we close that book, I will say this much. That was the only time that I beat him. He would spank my ever-living ass up and down Know Your Role Boulevard every fucking day of the week in that game. He was way better than me.
I mean, he was way better than me.
Exactly.
I mean, he was Soren. He's still to this day, all day, every day.
Oh yeah, you catch him on his streams and you're like, holy cow.
That's how life is. Like, you just try to keep up. You can't keep.
Exactly, and I fully agree. I mean, all right, so I'm going to list off some games I have. I want to hear
Yes.
if you would play them or not. So
I'm always up for listing games and if I would play them or shit on them.
okay, so here's some games. I will list off the ones I know that you will play for first, so just say yes to these, and then we'll get to the other
Yes.
ones. All right, Destiny
Yes.
2, of course, we've been talking about that. Apex Legends.
Yeah. Yes.
Call of Duty Warzone, I believe it's called.
It's called, okay. I'm going to stop you right there.
Yeah.
It's Call of Duty Modern Warfare. It's a game.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
Yep.
The Warzone part of it is just a battle royale.
Oh, okay.
It's free. You can play it. But
okay.
You got Call of Duty Modern Warfare over here, which is the multiplayer and story and stuff. It is fantastic. Play it at leisure.
Okay, so those ones I know that you would play.
Yes.
I'm going to go through some of the other games that I have on my computer.
Yes.
And one that I know that you would play is going to stay to the end because I watched you play this game for a long time. But that will be the last one I mentioned. We have the Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, Daggerfall, and the Arena. Would you play any of
Oblivion? Oblivion is probably in my top 5.
All right, sweet. I actually love that game. I've played so much that
Elder Scrolls Oblivion is I go back and forth. I mean, I'm wishy-washy anyway.
Here.
I'd say it's on my top 5.
Okay, here's a question with Oblivion, the Dark Brotherhood quest line. What do you rate that?
I'm not going into storylines. I'm just going game line.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so I just listed off all the Elder Scrolls just to list them all off. All right, the other games I have on there is I have Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, Syndicate, Rogue, and Unity. Do you like any of the Assassin's Creeds?
Assassin's Creed, it's weird because I always wanted to play them. Like, I started to play them on Xbox 360, but I just couldn't get into their game flow. The controls were always weird to me. But now, after the fact, I can see myself getting into the storylines more than the gameplay, if you can understand that.
So would you be more likely to...
More for the story than the actual
I get that. So that being said, would you be more likely to watch someone else play it rather than play it just to get the story? Or would you actually want to play it? Are you that
for the first time, I'm always up curious. Like, I want to play. If I'm playing a game, like, I love the story. I'm interested in the story. Something like a God of War or Last of Us or whatever. I want to play that first. I want to experience it for myself.
Okay.
No matter what kind of gameplay style that is.
Oh, I understand. I mean,
kind of cheese it, whatever you want to do. But I would rather play that gameplay, even if it sucks, just to get through the story. I'd rather do it myself.
All right, then the next game that I got for you is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
Witcher 3 is a big thing because I want to play that game.
Okay,
I can see myself playing that game, but everything in my being is just like, it's so slow. It's like, I don't know where to start. It's kind of like with you with Destiny.
Yeah,
like, you don't know where to start. You don't know, but you know you like something about it. It's a seed. It's a seed. It's a seed that plants you in it. It's like
it is, Van. I got my buddy Redneck off of my archery channel. He's the one who got me into that game, and he said when you first start out, it's slow, but once you get into the game, the fighting's so much more advanced. It's like DOA fighting.
Yes. Everybody I've ever talked to about Witcher 3 is like, it's so fucking awesome. The the middle game, end game, not even the end game, not even just the end game, the middle game. Like after you get, into the quest and everything like that, when you level up, it's so fucking good. Yep. I just can't get past the beginning.
Same here.
It just fucks me up.
I'm going to have to just bite the bullet one day, and that's going to be something
that's what I'm saying for every game I have on my fucking hard drive, on my PC.
Well,
just bite the bullet.
I used to, hate reading the Harry Potter books. I love reading the Harry Potter books now.
Yeah, exactly. They're good.
I know that they're good, but I couldn't get past the first 5 fucking chapters.
Get in there and fucking dig your teeth, and then you'll find something that you will like.
All right, so moving on. I gotta skip that game because I already know the answer to that game. Borderlands 1 and 2 prequel and all that. Are you getting into that one?
Yeah. You know what? 20 minutes today I play with you. Fantastic. I'm looking forward to more.
We're gonna be definitely
tomorrow.
We're gonna be doing a lot more streaming with that one. That one
we're live. We're live right here on the podcast.
No, we're not live on the podcast. We are recording right now. I couldn't do live with the podcast right now, just because it wants to know what video game am I playing. We're not playing a video game.
Okay, well.
So I couldn't figure out how to do it.
I'm looking forward to more Borderlands.
Okay. The next game that I have is Fallout 3.
Hate it.
Hate it? Okay.
It's bad. Not good.
Okay, how about Portal?
I love it.
All right, sweet.
Portal is probably the most mind-bending game I've ever played. It's probably the most interactive game I've ever played.
How did you like Portal 2?
Portal 2 is probably the best co-op. Well, I mean, not best co-op, because best co-op is Halo 2. But if you were to sum up Portal 2 for co-op games, it would be number 2.
Oh man, you know what? Now we're going down that road where we just hit a fork in the fucking road because I loved Halo 3 with you.
Okay, well tell me why.
I'm not exactly sure why. I'm being honest with you. I'm not sure why. I believe Halo 2 was the one where you could dual wield.
Well, you wanna question me? Well, I'm gonna question you.
I don't know. Halo 2 was the one that you could dual wield, right? I haven't played Halo in such a long time that it's hard to remember.
Yeah, we can play it.
Okay, but you could dual wield in Halo 2, correct?
Yes.
And they took that out in Halo 2.
Halo 2. Halo 2?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Halo 3 they took that out of, right?
No, they did not.
No, they did not.
Still dual wield in Halo 3.
Okay, you could. I guess it would be the graphics.
See, how long? Man, Ben, you've been out of the Halo loop forever, huh?
Oh, I have,
no?
man. Seriously, I have. I haven't played Halo in such a long time. We need to play.
Me too, though. Me too. We need to play.
I'll tell you what we need to do. We need to download Halo on the computer and play together on the computer.
Well, we can do it.
All right.
I got Xbox Live.
All right, so we're moving on to the next game. The next game that I have in here, I'm feeling that this one is going to be one that you really don't like. You never could get into it. That's because there is no storyline. That would be Minecraft, the ultimate sandbox game.
I cannot get into Minecraft at all, but I have somebody who wants to get into Minecraft with you right now. Is my daughter. Okay. Sophia wants to play Minecraft with you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we can definitely do that.
She wants to get into Minecraft with you. She wants to build stuff. She wants to create worlds. She's all in whenever you want to play.
All right, cool. Well, just to let you know, I'm more of a techie type player. I like having a fucking farm that is a zero-tick farm producing a lot of shit.
All I'm saying is I don't know what kind of player I am for Minecraft or her. You guys can talk it out.
Yep, we'll figure it out. Don't worry.
You can hang out with my daughter. Yep. How weird that is to you, I don't know. But
come on, man. You know that I love your daughter. She is my niece. I've been to every single one of her birthdays. I better not fucking miss this year.
She is a fucking gamer at heart. She loves the games. She's willing.
All right.
Ready to rock out.
All right, here you go. These last two.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to put them in list of lower number first, higher number second. The one on your ranking system.
Oh, I know. I hate these questions of rankings. Like, I don't know.
No, you're definitely gonna know these two games. I've seen you play both of these games. Don't even say ever. I'm just saying what I think about you as my buddy, as my friend. I'm saying where I think that I know you on this one. I think that the game that ranks lower than the one that I'm going to name second would be Star Wars. Knights of the Old Republic ranks lower than the other game that I have. What's your opinion on that game?
Knights of the Old Republic, probably in the top 5.
All right. Now, the other game that I have that I feel...
Hold on. Back it up.
Yep.
Back it up. It's a long story. Game. I love it for this game.
Yes.
You're talking the first Knights of the Old Republic?
Let me double check real quick. I have Star Wars.
For the first KOTOR? Or not KOTOR 2?
It's KOTOR, man. KOTOR, the original
KOTOR 1.
Yep.
Oh my god, the game's so good.
Okay. I'm going to have one that I feel that ranks higher than that game for you. You ready for this? Shit. I accidentally started the game.
Hold on. Before you say the game, do I have to argue for this game, or?
No, you do not have to argue for or against it. But I just feel that you're going to say that it ranks higher than Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. If I'm wrong...
Okay. The first game you actually put was KOTOR 2? Or KOTOR?
It ranks lower than the game... KOTOR 1 ranks lower than the game that I'm about to name.
I'm actually curious as to the name you put above it.
Final Fantasy VII. You there, man? What's your opinion on that? Did I do it right or wrong?
Wow. I don't think it counts. Because... No, it doesn't count. Because it's Xbox versus PlayStation. And since I'm currently playing the remake of Final Fantasy VII on PS4... It kind of fucking swivels my fucking... That game is fucking great. All I'm saying, I'm going to promote a game on your Twitch. Is that okay?
That's all right, man. You do whatever you got to do.
All right.
This is your podcast.
Final Fantasy VII Remake on PS4 is fucking awesome, and you should play it. Anybody listening, anybody playing, anybody who will watch this in the future... Play Final Fantasy VII Remake on at least part 1.
Okay, without giving away a spoiler, other than the words, she died. When she died, when you first seen it, did you cry a little?
Right. Yes, I did.
You're not alone on that.
I'm not going to fucking be weird about it. Or
No. You were like, what the fuck?
You know what? When it happens again, will to?
I mean, when I first played... Hang on. When I first played that game, I leveled her up to the max before she died, and she died in that scene. I'm like...
What's her name?
I'm not going to say it because that will be too big of a spoiler.
What's her name?
Aerith or Eris? I can never pronounce her name right. I'm going to admit that.
What's her name in the original?
Aerith.
Or in the PS2 or PS1?
Aerith?
What did you say?
Aerith. I'm pronouncing her name wrong. I always do.
Yes.
I mean, I always pronounce that name wrong.
But the game... That's the last game that looks good to me on PS4.
Nice.
And then everything else is all PC.
Well,
that's the only that game is coming out on PC next year.
Final Fantasy VII, the original, is actually out on PC right now.
Not the remake. Though.
Not the remake. No, it's the original Final Fantasy VII remade for Steam. I actually play on Steam all the time. I'm looking to do a full Steam on that one.
Are we looking to turn this Let's Play or this podcast into a fuck your life sort of thing? Like we're doing it.
No. No, I was just bringing that up.
I would love to do
that. But no, I just wanted to. All right, so here's another question for you.
Let's wrap it up.
Hey, man, you said an hour. It's been 40 minutes.
Well, I mean, if you got more to ask, or
I do, because
I'm always here. Because I'm always here.
All right, I do have more to ask because you are not just a gamer.
Sir.
You're also a huge wrestling fan, correct?
One of probably the few that I know.
All right. Now, answer me this. Are you more of an old school wrestling fan, meaning the Attitude Era?
All.
All? Okay.
I love it all. I love all wrestling.
All right. And that's
if I know it, I love it.
All right, and there's nothing wrong with that, man. I mean,
nothing at all.
You and I both know that wrestling is predetermined, right?
My daughter, Sophia Pettiga, is all in with All Elite Wrestling. She loves All Elite Wrestling. She watches every episode. She is even now when they're doing their shows with no crowd in the no crowd. She's watching it every week. She loves it.
Dude, I mean, I wish I could watch it. I don't have live TV right now. So the only thing that I can watch is the replays of Raw and SmackDown, and I don't watch those as much as I should. I've been doing a lot more streaming. But I got to say this. Hey, man, you know right now I've been losing weight. I've been trying to lose weight quite a bit.
Yeah,
right?
you look great. And I've seen pictures of you. You look fucking great.
And you know what?
Kudos on you, man.
Thank you. It actually all comes from me being a huge wrestling fan because I am down with the bang, man. I'm down with the bang.
DDP is a huge motivator
and
for everything. Like even not even AEW, like WWE with all their wrestlers. Jake the Snake Roberts just came recently into AEW, and he saved his fucking life with his yoga.
Jake the Snake, he saved his life by
Yes, he did.
You watch the resurrection of Jake the Snake, and now you see him today. The guy's taking a pill every day so he cannot drink, so he doesn't relapse. You also got Scott Hall. You got Chris Jericho. Shawn Michaels, the very first wrestler.
Jericho is probably... We can talk about this. If you want to do a wrestling podcast, we can do that.
Oh, we definitely will. This is just you and I talking. I mean, it's our interest.
I could do a whole podcast about Chris Jericho.
But it's not just the wrestlers who all joined in there. Well, you just love Chris Jericho because it's the ultimate heel.
But he's the ultimate wrestler.
He is. He is an awesome.
Prove me wrong.
He is. The only thing that I gotta say is why he is a step down.
If me and you were a wrestler, you'd want to be Chris Jericho.
No, I would not want to be Chris Jericho because I am not a heel.
Yes, you would, because he would. No, because you would want to be evergreen. You would want to be ever relevant.
All right, but hang on. Let me say this real quick.
You can't argue with me.
I can't argue with me. I can if you if you hear my criteria, you will let me argue.
Okay.
All right.
Argue with me.
The only argument that I have is a wrestler that I'm going to name is ranked higher than him.
Hold on. I can guess it.
Yep.
Higher than Chris Jericho?
For not breaking character. There's only one wrestler who hasn't broke character less than Chris Jericho. He's only ever broke character one time. It was his entrance to the ring in an elimination chamber match because he got set on fire.
Well, it would be Kane?
Not Kane. Close, though. Undertaker. Undertaker has broke character.
He doesn't count. Oh.
But that's my criteria is breaking character. Chris Jericho, though, the reason why he broke character more has always been someone was hurt in the ring and the referee didn't get the sign. So you know what? Kudos to him. He's always looked out for his fellow wrestler in the ring. The guy does his Bam Fozzy.
Please watch AEW.
Well,
if I'm Typicaldad03. If anybody's listening to this podcast, please watch AEW, All Elite Wrestling Dynamite on TNT on Wednesday nights. It is fantastic. I'm a cheap plug. Sorry, Boone. It is fantastic. It is probably the best pro wrestling I have seen since the Attitude Era.
You know what? Once I get TV again, I'm going to definitely check it out. Right now, I'm seeing on demand.
Please check it out. Please check it out. It is the realest. It's the best.
All right, so real quick, while we're getting 15 minutes left,
you got me for as long as you want me.
Well, I know that, but I want to limit this video to an hour long, and we might have to do a part 2.
We're doing part 2. We can do it right after.
All right. Well, here's a question for you. Do you watch YouTube videos of video games? And if you
I don't watch YouTube videos at all, except for things that I'm trying to keep my kids off.
Okay. Okay. Well, what about? Well, I was gonna say, if you did, what was your reasoning?
I'm lame.
What about Twitch videos?
What is my reasoning for keeping kids off of YouTube?
No. You already answered it. You know, well, like, okay,
they're stupid.
I watch some video, like whenever I'm trying to build something in Minecraft and I can't figure out how to build it, I'll watch a video on it. Like, hey, you know, that looks kind of cool, and I put it into my video, and then I will plug the guy who I seen make it. So that's why I was mean. Have you ever gotten into a game where you can just not figure out a puzzle, and you're today YouTube is the strategy guide? Would you agree to that?
I tend to. I mean, you remember how we were. What was the top thing that you would look at? What was it? When you go to Walmart? Hey, hey, Mom, I'm gonna go to the magazine aisle. What are we looking at? Tips and tricks, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Game Informer, whatever.
Yep. I mean,
nowadays it's like I'm hoping my kids are smart enough to figure out the problem.
Well, yeah, but I mean, not only that, we were playing games like Resident Evil. You know,
but nowadays, if you play that game, it's like these fucking puzzles are stupid.
Well, I know that. It's
right. Like, they're not that clever.
No, I mean, you get all sorts of things that are not as well as they are, but yet when we were playing, we were confused as hell. I mean, shit, man. I don't know what happened to video games over the years, but it seems like even today's puzzles in video games. Let's face it, every single one of us, if we play Devil May Cry right now, it's like, where do I hit this guy? Oh, what's glowing on him? I'm going to hit that. You agree? You there, man?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, sorry. Just want to make sure that that I didn't lose anything. That was all. I mean, you know, it's now, there are games that you still have to figure stuff out with, like Destiny. I get confused with, but once you get into it, it's kind of straightforward. And, you know, oh, sorry, one of my cats is playing in the background. I'm like, what the hell? I'm hearing crunch, crunch, crunch. Oh, that reminds me. That being said, what's your favorite horror movie? You gotta say it. I already know it. You there?
Scary movie?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's your favorite horror movie?
Scary movie?
Scary? Oh, come on. You're telling me that your favorite horror movie is not, shit, now I can't think of the name of it. Freddy Krueger?
My all-time favorite scary movie is Nightmare on Elm Street.
There you go.
I don't know if you knew that.
Dude, I didn't know that. I just couldn't think of the name of the movie.
Or the they didn't know that.
What'd you think about Freddy versus Jason?
It was okay.
Kind of stupid.
It was okay.
All right.
It fed what I needed for that series this time.
I mean, well, that being said,
I mean, if you were going into a theater, it's like, hey, I want to see Freddy, I want to see Jason fuck people up. Then there you go. That's the movie.
Did you know that someone actually made a nice long scene of Jason versus Michael?
No.
Oh, dude, if I could find that video, you need to watch that. That was an awesome video. Nice, good fight scene. Jason was not a slow mover in that one. He was a fast.
Really?
Yeah, he was moving quick.
I mean, it might seem stupid after the fact.
Yeah. I mean, but it was a very good scene. It's like he learned what happened between him and Jason, or him and Freddy, and he decided, I need to amp up my game while he was in seclusion. Hey, go ahead and do me a favor. I want you to plug yourself.
Yes.
Anything you want to share? We got a few minutes left.
I am Typicaldad03 at Twitch.com. I don't stream a lot, but I'm trying to, bring my name up a little bit. And yeah.
You gonna be joining me on some of my streams.
Yeah. Mostly playing games with this man. But yeah.
Oh, real quick, while we have time. We need to clear the field. Clear the
room.
Okay, recently I found out that the nickname that someone gave me tends to be a real name with me because the same name that you gave me, that person is in my family tree. What name did you give me back in 5th grade?
Who did that?
You gave me what nickname back in 5th grade?
I did? I gave you the nickname Boone.
Yes.
Me.
Yes, I know that. What I'm saying is, it turns out that I am related to the actual Daniel Boone.
Daniel Boone?
Yeah, the real Daniel Boone.
I can tell you.
All right, but you're the one who named me that?
I'm going to kill the whole suspense. I don't know.
No, I was just letting you know that that's actually pretty cool that you nicknamed me Daniel Boone, and it turns out that he's one of my ancestors.
And you know how long that name has gone on?
Dude, that's gone on for, oh shit, man. 5th grade, I graduated in 05.
18 years?
Yeah, about that, yeah, shit. Let's see, I graduated in 05, so that's 10 plus 7.
That's longer than that.
Shit, this year will be 15 years from when I graduated. No, 22 years since you gave me that nickname.
Well, there it is.
There you go.
It's your show.
Yeah, but I just wanted to let you know that that's something that I find kind of cool. You gave me the nickname. I've stuck to that nickname for years. Let's see. Real quick, I'll do some of my plugs because, yeah, I need to.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I mean, you should.
My name is Boone. This is Boone Gaming 312. You can find me on social media at Boone Gaming 312 for Twitter, Facebook, Facebook.com/Boone Gaming 312. Twitch is twitch.tv/Boone Gaming 312. You can also find me over on Daniel Boone Archery on YouTube. I do a lot of archery videos there. If you're not into archery videos, then yeah, don't pick that up because it's not video games. That's real life. Mike, you can attest to this. I'm a hunter big time, right?
You are a hunter big time.
And
totally poison tips, I think, is your thing.
Toxic Broadheads is the name of them. I
don't know what he's saying, but yep, you should follow him if you have any desire to shoot things with arrows.
Hey,
and it is animal.
Hey. I'll get you out there to shoot some targets soon, man, all right?
Yes, he will.
Hey, you know what? In all reality, you've always been there for me, man. I gotta say that you're my best
Sir.
friend.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted you to know that. You are my best friend there. And when I do my renewal vows with my wife, you gotta be there to be my best man.
I am your best man. Yes, sir.
And I was your best man at your wedding. That was a lot of fun.
Yep.
This has been a good podcast, man.
It's a great podcast. I'm looking forward to doing another one.
So am I. Do you think that I should try to get with Soren and see if he wants to do an hour-long one?
Send a message right now.
I already tried to. He's offline. I can only send him a message through Facebook. Or not Facebook, Xbox. I got Xbox on my computer now. That's really fucked up. Dude, what the fuck is going on in our life?
I got Xbox on my computer. It's fucked up.
Literally, man, I go into my
Xbox One on my computer.
I do. Literally, I can play Xbox One games on my computer right now.
Yes, I know. I was playing one earlier with you.
And it just makes me laugh my ass off.
That's why I asked you. It's like, this is not 16:9. Like, it made me fuck up because it made me freak out because my PC was not handling great at start.
Yeah, I get that.
It's like kind of like half on the monitor. It's like, what the fuck? Well, then when you said it was not 16:9.
Yeah, it says it is, but it's not really. But you know what?
It's not 16:9 at all.
No, it's not.
There's no settings in there that says 16:9.
I sent you a screenshot of that.
But it's still fantastic. I was having fun with you guys.
Oh, same here. I was having loads of fun. I mean, if you go into the advanced settings in that, they say that they go at 16:9, but what they do is they just stretch everything, so now it doesn't even look realistic, and you're like, no, take me out of there. So real quick, anything going on in your life right now? Any games that you're playing right now other than Destiny 2?
Destiny 2, I'm playing all the time. If you guys want to hook up with me, I am Typicaldad03.
That's not your Steam ID name, though.
Oh, it's not my Steam ID.
No, do you want your Steam ID said?
Phoenix _ MDP hashtag.
And that's Phoenix with a 3 as the E. Gotta make sure to say that so that someone who has Phoenix _ MDP with an E in there doesn't get the credit for you, man.
If you want to get political.
All right. No, we're not gonna get political because you know what? I'm gonna try to keep my politics to my archery channel.
I'm going to hook up games that I like to play. Destiny 2 is fantastic.
All right. Any other games?
Right now, Borderlands 2.
All right. And of course, all the classics. You will play every single one of the classics, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if I pulled out Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, would you play that?
If I pull out a Steam list, I would play some fucking Steam list.
Oh, here's a question for you. Are you into speedrunning video games?
No.
No, you're not? Do you like watching those or no?
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm not into playing them because I feel that they don't appreciate the games.
No, they don't.
But I will. I appreciate the games they're fucking running.
I mean, I will admit.
Me and you have a game list that we should probably talk about off of podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be a podcast.
Oh, yeah. I mean, definitely.
All the games that we want to play played.
All right, real quick. I'm going to go ahead and do the closeout real quick. So don't hang up.
Yes, sir.
I'll continue talking to you after a minute, all right? All right, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in to Boone Gaming 312. I've been your host, Boone. We've been talking to Typicaldad03. You can find him on Steam as Phoenix with a 3 instead of the E _ MDP. He's a great guy. Don't be a bitch if you're going to be sitting there talking to him on Destiny or trying to befriend him. Don't talk shit to him. The man is one of the best men that I know. He is awesome at video games. He's an awesome guy. Hey, man, thank you for joining us. What do we always got to say? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Thank you very much, folks. Take it easy.